Hey there, so decided to make this video halfway through the job, but this is a rear differential oil change on my 2015 Nissan Xterra S model. I called my local Nissan dealership to confirm which of the two rear differentials I had. This is in fact the C200, which I suspected but wanted to be 100% sure, so I'm using the 75 W90 gear oil with the GL5 additive. Yeah, so important. Make sure you look into that. But yeah, basically started with the fill plug, made sure that came out first before actually draining the oil out. And yeah, mine came no problem. Got a little bit of gasket maker to clean up there. Then yeah, that was a what size was that? That was a 14 hex bit to get that out. So 1/2 inch drive, 14 hex on mine. I know some just use the 3/8 drive, but yeah, so I had to go buy that piece. And then the drain plug was a 10 mil hex. So yeah, pretty easy. Had to use the strong arm on the drain plug, but my fill plug came super easy, so that was nice. Always appreciate that. But yeah, basically take your fill plug out, take your drain plug out, and then basically, yeah, we're gonna clean up those parts, get the old gasket maker off, and then we'll put them in hand tight, throw some new RTV gray, ultra gray gasket maker on there, and then we'll put those back in and torque them to spec. I don't know that off the top of my head right now, but yeah, you can look that up pretty easily, or I'll add it to the comments later. But yeah, get your gasket make on there, torque them in, and then or obviously fill your fluid up. Put your fluid in until it starts weeping out of the fill hole. Yeah, and then put your fill plug back in, obviously. But yeah, thanks. Pretty obvious, but the tip of the drain plug is magnetic, so make sure you clean off all that sludge, the metal grindings, shavings, and whatnot off there before you put it back in. So torquing these up here after it's fully drained. I've confirmed that the torque specs for both bolts are 36 foot-pounds each. So lots of room here in the Xterra. We're just gonna go ahead and dump all that in. It's about 2 of these, well, a little less than 2, which these are 946 mils each. Basically, you're just gonna fill this up until it starts weeping out. Okay, so it's just starting to leak out now. We're just gonna put this fill plug back in a couple turns, and then we'll throw some RTV gasket on there and torque it in the rest of the way. Again, 36 foot-pounds.